they're in a new relationship, you'd think that they'd be the happiest ever because it's right at the beginning with their new supply. But they're not as happy as it seems. Are they really happy? When are they happy? Can they be happy? I'm going to talk about exactly this in the video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, I really wanted to talk about why the narcissist cannot be happy with their new supply, why they're not happy with anybody. Do they even know how to be happy? Can they experience happiness? I'm going to be talking about all of this in the video. I thought it was such a great topic. Actually, what do they experience? What do they feel? How do they think of you? And what is their experience, like, you know, of this relationship, this scenario? Like, what do they think is going to happen? This is what I really wanted to look at, because I think so many of you, like, especially in the lives, really talk about this. Like, do narcissists feel anything? Do they understand? Do they know what they are doing? I want to talk about all of this in the video. But before I do, I just want to say, talking about the lives, that I do go live on this channel once a week. And if you have any questions, then, you know, check out the live chat. You know, I could be answering your question. There's something on your mind, or there's something that's bothering you, because you may even get your question answered. I would say join the live, because there's a great chance that your question will be featured in the live stream. And also we have this wonderful community as well. So if you want more information, please do check out the description box, and also do check the community tab, because I put all the information on there. So why? Like, seriously, why the narcissist cannot be happy with new supply, with you, with their life, anything. And the thing is, one thing you have to remember is that the narcissist is not happy with anything. They don't experience that happiness, that joy. And that's very, very strange, isn't it? Why somebody cannot experience those things. Like, I think it's hard for us to understand how someone is unable to experience these emotions, to experience these feelings of joy, of abundance. But a narcissist cannot, or has very limited amounts or limited capabilities to be able to experience that. And the reason for that is because they have this internal dialogue that is continuously going in their mind, you know, and it is always very negative, always causing them to question themselves, question their ability to understand what is going on. Although, one thing I will say to you is that they're never going to show you this. They're never going to tell you that this is what is happening. They don't show that they are thinking this. And that's one thing that you have to remember. This is all hidden. This is all covert. They're not going to be vulnerable with you. They're not going to show you. They're not going to tell you. Why would they do that and make them and expose themselves to you? They're not. That's not what's going to happen. But this is what is going on covertly in their minds, in their hearts. Like, they will see it that other people are experiencing joy, but they don't feel it. That's the difference. So when they show you a feeling, show you an emotion, that is copied or patterned behavior. It's not that they are really experiencing this or they are actually feeling it. What is going on is they are mirroring that behavior because they themselves cannot feel it. Similar, like, you know, right at the beginning of the relationship or right at the beginning of the interaction or within family dynamics, narcissists tend to mirror behavior. This is patterning. This is what they're doing. They're copying your behavior because they don't feel it themselves. They don't embody it. They don't actually feel that behavior. So they have to watch how someone else is experiencing it, and then they copy those actions. So that's why a narcissist can never really be happy with you, with the new supply. This is why narcissists work in cycles. There's cycles and patterns of behavior because they have learned to be in their environment in that way. They have learned to relate to others in that way. So this is why they copy. So this is why they do this, because they sit in this realm of comfort. all right? It's almost as though they have to be able to predict the next move, the next outcome, which is why, you see, which is why they control you so much. This is why I manipulate people, because they have to be able to predict their next move, predict the outcome, or know what's going to happen next, because that, for them, in that, means that they feel safe. This is their safety. This is how they feel safe within that bit, in that scenario, because for them, it feels like they are able to understand what's going to happen next. They're able to predict what's going to happen next. That's why narcissists don't, you know, they have to control. That's why they don't tend to come outside of these cycles, because they know what's going to be happening in the next part. That for them, being able to predict it keeps them in the realms of safety. Because if you've got this internal dialogue that's going on inside of your mind, and it's constantly negative, it's constantly attacking you, it's making you question actually your reality, actually what you're seeing, is basically it is gaslighting them. So this is why, you know, when they are talking to you and they make you feel a certain, that's what they are hearing. So when they're gaslighting you, when they're telling you lies, this is what they are hearing. It's this negative internal dialogue that exists within their mind. So how can someone actually be happy? How can someone feel good about themselves when this negative chatter that's in their mind is going on? And that's where this is all covert. They don't tell you this is happening. They show you. If you look carefully, you will see it. But that's what is really, really going on. And this happens because in childhood, this is the way they are treated by their caregiver or their parents. They have learned to adapt to this in their environment, which is they're quite adaptable. If you think about it, they're quite adaptable when it comes to meeting new people, to doing new experiences. I mean, they're very likable, they're very charming, because that's them adapting into their environment so that nobody notices that this is what's going on. This is all a cover-up. They don't actually have a stable sense of self and identity, which is why they borrow off others. This, you know, when they're in these social situations, when they're getting to know you, they're borrowing parts of you and they're reflecting that back. So when you meet this person, you're not really getting a real them. It is borrowed parts of various people that they have met throughout their lifetime. Their ability to fit in socially is really, really good. Like, they know, they have these refined skills. So understanding this will help you to know that actually doesn't matter who they meet, who they are with, they're never actually happy, they're never actually satisfied, they never actually feel that. And the reason also is because they have no connection. They have no connection to another. They have no connection to themselves. So if you don't have, or you don't feel this, you don't experience this, how can you feel whole when you are not connected to anything? Emotionally, psychologically, you don't feel like your way of experiencing the world, your life experience becomes very different to mine or yours. When you don't feel connected, you are not feeling others. You are not understanding social cues to your fullest capacity. You are not authentically you when you come to the table, like when you come to this relationship. You don't do that because you don't know. So what you do is you watch in your environment, trying to scan these pieces of information to make it feel real, to kind of feel like you are going to fit in. There's a difference to really authentically feel it, but then to really not understand it and just try and fit in. And that really, my friends, is what is going on. This is why a narcissist can never be happy with themselves and never be happy with anybody else. This is why this internal dialogue exists within their mind. So I really hope that this helps you to understand that it's not you. It's not because of you that the narcissist has left or they've gone because you weren't good enough or you weren't satisfying them. No. This is because of these concepts that I have listed in this video. It's not about you. It's not that you couldn't do this right. It's not because you weren't good enough. It's not about that. It's because of their internal dialogue and their misconception, their misunderstanding of emotions, and social cues. So if you are someone that is going through this, please understand that please know that I do offer consultations. And if you're interested, please see the description box below. I've also got a journal club and a mentorship, which I post every Monday. And if you'd like more information, please see the description box below. I've also got a free Discord server of a community of like-minded individuals, people who have gone through similar things like you have. And if you would like to talk, or if you'd like to share your experiences, kind of like as peer support, I would say join the Discord server. All the information is in the description box. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.